Today's story, Hashgacha Prate, is somewhat similar again to what we're talking about now. This story no commentary, we just tell the story as it is. The story is related by the label Besitsky, Olav Sholem, who was an iconic figure in Lubavitch, in Crown Heights, who owned on the east side a famous grocery store. His story is an incredible story himself, his family, it comes from. He relates as follows. You'll see he appears in many videos, like Kosher Brocha and other occasions. He's there, making sure things run as they should. So he said like this: in the early years, we lived in New Jersey, and to come to 770 was a 3-hour drive. This is the early years, this is the early 60s. And I used to take with me to the Fabrengens my son Levi, Olav Sholem. Levi Bistritsky, Olav Sholem, died young. He was a big Gaon, and he was sent part of the Shluchim to Tzvas, and was the Rav of Tzvas. For many years, he was a head counselor or learning director here in Montreal before my day, and I was never in Montreal in camp, but he was a beloved figure here in Camp Gan Yisrael. He was a big Gaon, and unfortunately died young. Anyway, so they're both not here. So the father label is relating as follows: I'll take my son. We go in my truck, he had a truck. So on one particular occasion, doesn't say what the Fabrengen was, maybe it was Shvat. It was terrible weather, stormy, snow squalls and storms. And I understood that I have to go with public transportation, with a train, I guess with a big bus. I'm not going to take my own vehicle. As for Levi, he was sick and he had fever. And I therefore didn't want to take him in such a situation out to the cold street and to schlep him with me for all these hours in such inclement weather. Middle of the Fabrengen, between the Sichas, the Rebbe turns to me and says, "Where's Levi?" It's an interesting thing that this Levi, even in his childhood, had special attention. That was grooming him for his very big role that he played as the chief rabbi of Tzvas. We don't know, but it's a fact that there were certain people, even his children, that they got specific direction. Levi was one of them. So I'm saying that this was not, and this was very uncommon, extremely rare, that the Rebbe would ask a father, no matter who, where's your son, especially a child. I just mentioned in parentheses, another child that got most unusual attention was Zalman Kaplan's father, labeled Kaplan Olav Sholem. That's a story, a book for another time. Anyway, so the Rebbe turns, also ended up in Tzvasi with the Shliach to Tzvasi. Where's Levi? So I told the Rebbe that he's sick. I left him at home. The Rebbe's response, if so, you surely should have brought him. This is reminiscent of course, the story with the Alter Rebbe, the famous story, Simchas Torah. It's a terrible, terrible winter, a very late snowfall, very cold, and people were sick with high temperature. A famous story recorded at length in the Kotei Diburim. And Alter Rebbe instructed they should all come to our office. The whole story there, people literally with the bedridden, couldn't walk, high fever. And the protests, this is murder, whole story there, particular household, what was going on. He came to our office, and It happened by the Rebbe also one year. Bachim that was sick, they all got the flu. They came to our office. But here, similar story. And for sure you should have brought him. The fire of the Fabrengen consumed the fire. I'm adding these words. Consume the fire of the physical temperature, the negative fire, and make it a positive fire. Have a wonderful Shabbos and Mesudas Teiros.
Shikoyach, good Shabbos.
Shikoyach, Rabbi. Good Shabbos to all of you. God bless you all.
Amen. All of us.
Shabbos.
Let's sing.